What is going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Ravensblade back here with part 4 of our walkthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access. We ended last time right when we were about to settle down for the night, and apparently that is the trigger for a lot of our companions to talk to us. So as you can see, a lot of them have these speech bubbles above their heads, so we're going to go ahead and talk with them all and see what they have to say.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head.
What will come next for you once this is all over?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
Who is that?
Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Well, I really don't like giving up hope that quickly. I'd want to cure you.
Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway,
fair enough.
Get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up.
Oh, alright. Well, glad to see that's where you took it, Shadowheart. Okay, let's go talk with the Starian. Oh, get me all hot and bothered over here.
You know, I've been thinking...
What a way to start a conversation.
Might bring when we arrive at this Gith crash. Will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Oh, we can still travel together, Astarion. Actually, I think he'll appreciate this a little bit more. What, will you miss me?
Why not? You've been to the Hells and back. Survived the crash. Survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Appreciate that. Just trying to survive like you.
Yes. We're more similar than I thought.
Alright, are you feeling okay?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
Right. Thanks for that, Astarion. That's good sentiment, I guess. Liza, what's up?
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousin's throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Okay. That's, I don't know how I feel about you killing your cousins, but, you know, different customs, I guess. It's a bit brutal for me, but what up, Will?
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
We could probably dig up some poison mushrooms if you're that keen to be sick.
I speak out of curiosity, not wishful thinking. At least I'll know to skip supper if you're doing the cooking. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Alright, he didn't like the joking around very much, but Gale didn't have a thing above his head, but we'll see if he wants to talk.
What's on your mind?
Apparently not. Alright, let's go ahead and bed down for the night. Someone in camp still wishes to speak with... Oh yeah, I forgot. We have Withers here.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
What kind of services can you offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Very good. Why is that so easy for you? Usually that's a pretty high level magic.
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
Alright, fair enough. And then as you can see right here, he can also change your class, which will allow you to change your ability scores as well. I do plan to do this with at least one of our companions later on. Still kind of deciding whether I want to go that route with Gale or not. It would slow down his spellcasting progression. So we're going to hold off on the moment. But this right here, Withers, is the guy that's going to allow you to change your class or respec your companion characters. Perfect. So that should be everybody that wants to speak with us, and we can hit this auto select button. It is a little weird that it always does one too many, but you can just quickly look to see what you are over and then just use the others. And yeah, I accidentally hit auto select again, but there we go. It seems Astarion's up to something. I love Gale's little wizard hat. It's so cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get back into the action. Alright, so there's some more stuff to be done here in the Druid Grove. We'll go ahead and speak with this lad later. There are some metallic gloves right here, which are medium armor, so you won't be able to use them on all your companions, but they do give you a +1 on strength saving throws, so you might as well equip those if you got the slot for it. And just some basic items right here. We have another lockpick, and this one is not going to get anybody mad at you for stealing or anything like that, so you're free to just go ahead and lockpick it. It is a bit of a difficult one, so we're not guaranteed to get it, but let's go ahead and try it. Oh, exactly what we needed, and then we have our bonuses to add on top. Perfect. And 4 gold. Well, glad we risked one of our lockpicks for that, but let's go ahead and head down here.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Right, seems like tensions are pretty high in the camp. Let's see if we can speak with her about what was wrong.
We need to get Arabella out. Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh!
Why are they holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
Helpful commentary as always, Lysel. But that's, it's pretty typical of children trying to do whatever they can to help, even if it makes things worse. But definitely, I want to try to help out the kid if I can.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Alright, let's go down and see if we can speak with the druids.
Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
I'm not looking for trouble. Can you let me by?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead, but a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Alright, glad to see everybody's nice and friendly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and come over into this room here to speak with Kaga and to save Arabella. I thought it was going to show on the map, but apparently not. Alright, and this is definitely one, especially if you want a particular outcome, to do a quick save on before you move down.
Release her.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Now, I'm not certain if that line of dialogue is because we are a drow, Lothsworn drow, or because we are the Dark Urge. Those are the two things that I would think would provoke that, because I have gone through this with other characters and I haven't gotten that line before. What are you accusing her of?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Okay, I'm more more convinced that this is because of the Dark Urge now. Yeah, so we're not going to do this because obviously that means the snake's gonna hurt her. But yeah, I'm gonna snap out of it.
Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
I like that they're all just waiting for us to battle our inner demons. Very, very kind of you all. But nature has to do with intelligence, and detect thoughts, I think, would be from... one of our necklaces, maybe, or maybe it's a scroll or something that Shadowheart's going to do. But we're going to go ahead and try the persuasion option. Release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble. So difficulty class 12. We got a +4 to 7, so a fairly good shot. And as always, we are one charming son of a gun.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin will...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
So speaking about what we know of the Druids and Kaga, it seems like she was probably the second in command while Halsin was here, but that she wants to feel like she can take charge. She didn't seem overly mean-spirited. She just seemed like she needed to be in command, especially when he tried defying her authority a little bit. That's when she got really feisty. So maybe there's a little bit of hope for her. I'm not quite sure, but let's go ahead and talk to Shadowheart. Her hand did flash.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Does it hurt really bad?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Okay. And if you say so, Shadowheart, hope you're okay. Alright. And then Gale wanted to speak with us as well.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Sure, Gale, what's on your mind?
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
I appreciate that, my guy.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat.
Ah, of course.
You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Okay. Can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Okay. You need to consume raw magic. Can you go into more details for me?
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Okay. Where do you suggest we find these artifacts?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger.
Okay.
There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Alrighty. Well, I expected so, but I'm in it with you guys for the long haul. Happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Sure, Gale. Now, I believe that the item will say that Gale can consume it. So I'm not quite certain. These right here, the Gloves of Power. So Gale can go ahead and use this to sate his hunger when it comes up. And I don't think that we're going to be getting the Brand of the Absolute to use these gloves later on, so I'm happy to give these to him whenever he needs it. Now, to my knowledge, Gale needs 3 magic items. Like I said, there are only certain magic items that can fulfill that, but after you have fed him 3, then we should be able to get another solution to it. So don't worry about keeping him in your party and losing all of your magic items over the course of the game. I mean, it is still an investment, but I quite like Gale, so we're gonna help him out. All right, let's talk to this guy. He seemed pretty nice.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
What would have happened if I didn't speak up?
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
So who's your real leader then?
Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin Court, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Okay, perfect.
Come, Silver.
Let's go ahead and talk with Kaga as well.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who
That's
better
unexpected.
to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
Alright, I'm a little less certain of her good intentions now. I don't make a habit of threatening children.
She made her choice. Ugh, I thought one like you might understand. When a threat makes itself known, you remove it. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
I'm really going back and forth on Kaga. Like, if she was really that mean-spirited, she wouldn't want them to be safe and ask me to protect them. But man, she does not go about things the best way. But yeah, we'll go ahead and speak with Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Alright, she seems a bit small-minded in her thinking. But there is something that you guys may be interested in. If you come in this room here, and climb up onto this section, back here there is actually a secret chest that you can go ahead and loot. It is lockpicked and it is counted as stealing, so you do have to sneak around when you're doing so. But there is some more lore that you might be interested in. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough even with our bonuses, so we're going to go ahead and try again. We did get some inspiration, and we're full, so we might as well use it. And that should be enough with our bonuses. Perfect. Alright, let's see what's in here. We're going to go ahead and take all of that, and I'll go ahead and read this. So you guys can read that if you would like. We got another inspiration for Gale by reading that. That's pretty interesting. And then this one's short. The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Kaga, swamp docks, tree, meet me alone, Oladon. So she's definitely got some shady things going on, you might say. But the other thing that's important to do in here is to talk with Nettie, who is one of the people that was told to us might be able to heal us. So let's go over here and speak with her.
I want to have a word.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Okay, no problem.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death.
She looks a lot better than she did.
Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
Where did you see another drow?
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it?
I'm healing. It looks like it came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
Yeah, so, there's no good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
It seems like you know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick.
You're speaking a little haltingly there for my liking, Nettie. If this is some type of experimental treatment, I don't know if I really want to be a part of it. But let's go ahead and go. Well, I guess we know where she found the other drow.
I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halsin, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Are you going to try to dig that out with the plant? Is that gonna help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
We did get to speak with a brain puppy.
It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
I was kidnapped and infected on a mind flayer ship.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, We're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
What about the branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
I understand, Nettie. You were just trying to protect other people. Alright. I will do that.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you.
That's pretty rare, both Lysel and
Here.
Shadowheart approving of something.
You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
You must have learned something from studying them.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Sounds like a fine idea. I already promised Wrath I'd find him, so sure, we'll find him.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Okay. It shouldn't come to that, but, you know, I think that would be something that our character would definitely be willing to do. Especially given his current predicament of having these haunting thoughts. But that does give you the wyvern toxin. It was quite a bit more powerful in early access, but here it's just a bonus action that you can give your weapon a d8 poison damage, and then they can make a saving throw for half. So, but we've been talking for ages. I think it's time we get some combat. So we're going to go ahead and make our way over to a little beach over here.
I've never learned to converse with your kind.
As you can probably hear, there's some singing in the background here over here. And the game's going to autosave for us. Before we get too much further this way, there is a little treasure that we can get over here. And I just remembered we still don't have a shovel, so we're definitely going to have to pick one of those up. But this fight specifically is definitely one I recommend splitting your party up for. Your ranged characters should probably head over here. And then your melee characters, just one in our case, should head down to the beach. And talk to this lad right here.
Shh. Listen.
Shouldn't be standing out in the water. It's dangerous.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
Let's get back to shore, okay?
No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Alright, so we got some harpies here. So the sort of gimmick with this fight is that they will be singing, and your characters will have to make, I believe, wisdom saving throws it is? I assume that it's a wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, they all have their action taken away from them. So now that we have Eldritch Blast leveled up properly, we're going to go ahead and hex the dexterity of this creature right here. And fire away. If you're worried about being able to hit them, you can find where they are in the turn order and simply click their card to get the most direct line of fire. Unfortunately, she did succeed on that saving throw, so we're just going to go ahead and back up a little bit to get our character out of danger. And she's going to come right on up to us. Unfortunately, Lizelle failed her saving throw. And this one has to keep singing to maintain that effect on our party members.
I will have your head, Harpy.
Quite a bit of damage there, I must say. Alright, Gale re-prepared Witch Bolt. Alright, well, that's not what we like to see, but let's just go ahead and... He's gonna miss that one. Unfortunate. And the kid is still being lured, so that's not great. And Shadowheart. Yeah, let's go ahead and try out our new spiritual weapon. I believe that they are all the same damage. Yeah, so you can just choose whichever you think is the coolest sort of looking. We'll start out with a trident. And we're going to go ahead and help Gale out here. Alright. And then with our main action, let's go ahead and just... yeah, attack this one. Do a bit of damage. And then this spiritual weapon, it can fly 20 feet, and it can also do a attack. That this is only once every short rest, but I'm not sure how long the spiritual weapon lasts. It does last only 10 turns, so there's no reason not to do this if you need the extra damage. And we're gonna go ahead and do this to make sure that it hits. I did succeed on the saving throw, so unfortunately it's not going to get anything more than that. But as you can see, it's got quite a bit of health points, so that's pretty good. And now this one's going to be luring us. And we do get opportunity attacked, but we did succeed on our saving throw, so we still have our... Or maybe we don't. Okay, unfortunate. Well, we're going to go ahead and show one of my favorite properties of the Repelling Blast cantrip or invocation. Hopefully we hit. Unfortunately, it didn't let us push him off the cliff there. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get some second wind action happening here. Fully heal ourselves, and we will go on to the next. And then we can use our Hellish Rebuke here, but that would use our last spell slot, so we're going to go ahead and hold off. So as you can see, this fight can be quite annoying if your characters are just constantly failing, and she does quite a bit of damage. Alright, some more damage here. Hopefully stop her. We did break her concentration, so she's not singing anymore. Perfect. And the child is still heading down that way, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if we can break her concentration here. Maybe a Shadow Heart moves all the way up. She can reach. Alright, it is slightly out of her range, but we're going to go ahead and just use our ranged attack. And we did do it, but unfortunately she maintained concentration, and then we're just going to keep hitting this one. Fortunately, we are rolling pretty poorly right now. That's just fine. And yeah, I think we should probably shield this. We don't want Gale to take too much damage. There's no point in upcasting shield. It doesn't grant any additional benefits, so just use a first level spell on it. Alright, we're gonna step up here and use our Eldritch Blast on this creature. And we did enough damage to kill it. So we don't have to worry about those anymore. Now, I definitely should have used Shadow Heart to do a bonus action healing word to get Lysel back up, but live and learn. And she's going to go ahead and use the Luring Song. And she is going to double hit Lysel to kill her, so we're going to have to use the Scroll of Revivify on her, unfortunately, now. That was a bit unfortunate, for sure. Alright. Definitely not sure how I feel about that, but I only can do what we can do. Now this one is singing, but this harpy right here is almost dead, so let's go ahead and try to take it out. 2 damage. We're gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting with our spiritual weapon here. 9. Oof. That's painful. And with its fly, it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity from us, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to reapply our save. We're going to do it on Constitution this time, because we're going to be doing damage to it, so hopefully this means it's going to fail its saving throw. And then we're just going to use this to make sure we hit. And we do miss, unfortunately. This is going real rough for us right now, guys. Tactician is no joke. Alright, so we're gonna learn from our mistakes and use the healing word on Gale now. We'll come up this way, hopefully still out of range, so that we can do that and just use a single level spell slot to get him up. And that only used our bonus action, so we still do have our main action. We're a bit too close to hit this one. Let's see if that's going to be enough. No, so we're just going to go ahead and use the Sacred Flame here. She did unfortunately succeed. We're going to go ahead and move our spiritual weapon over and attack. And she's still succeeding on these Constitution saves. Oh, that was where the other harpy was. He only had 1 HP. Well, I definitely should have focused her. That was unfortunate on my part. Alright, and this one is our hex target, so we will continue trying to... She is just really maintaining that concentration. Oh, please. Oh, good lord. Well, this is definitely gone pretty poorly for us. Alright, let's just shoot the targets in front of us. Try to get this done as quickly as we can and get our party members back, and we can move our spiritual weapon back as well. This one's going to come into our range. I'm not quite certain why they're not provoking opportunity attacks. Is that something... It should just automatically do it, because we don't have any other reactions to speak of. Let's see on Shadowheart. Yeah, I'm really not quite certain why it's not doing that. That's a bit irksome. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just kill this harpy here. See if we can reapply our hex to this one over here. Alright, and move on. Is this one gonna start singing? Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and still try to attack her here. So we'll climb up over here. And we will go ahead and try to attack her. We do get the successful attack, but unfortunately it's not enough. And our spiritual weapon unfortunately can't move quite as far as us. It can only move 20 feet as opposed to our 30, so... But apparently it can climb. It can climb up these vines, so fair enough. Alright, we did succeed there, so we definitely want to be coming up here. And giving her a nice old Eldritch Blast. Okay. She's still succeeding on that save and throw. These are really tough on the saves here. Alright. Keep it going, Shadowheart. Do what you can. 9 more damage. She finally broke concentration, so we're going to keep moving our spiritual weapon forward. And let's go ahead and hopefully... oh, I intended to move, not do that. That's unfortunate. Wasted a turn. We might have been able to kill her and avoid this damage right here. Luckily, we are pretty tough to hit, so... Did unfortunately miss. Spiritual weapon, finish her off. Whew, that was a rough combat. I was not expecting it to be that tough. I have done this on Tactician, but it was multiplayer with my friend, so definitely did not go as poorly as that one did. That was very, very difficult. So we do luckily have...
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear.
Alright, perfect. How am I supposed to bring you back?
I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand.
Purple seam, counterclockwise. Got it.
Out, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasitrak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life.
It's a lot of security. All right, well, I'll do it.
Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back to me, please.
Oh dear.
Humor me. I need to be absolutely certain you understand.
Okay, purple thread counterclockwise. We do have to retrieve the pouch first.
And next?
Purple seam counterclockwise.
Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on.
Starting at the bottom right corner, we play the notes.
Remember to play them clockwise. And after that?
Oh man, this one's gonna be hard. I want to say it was this one.
Correct. But pay attention to the trap part. Kh is back of the throat. So we have gone through the necessary steps again. It is gratifying to see your memory does not fail you. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
That's a fun interaction. Alright, let's go ahead and... yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that scroll of Revivify, Kale's pouch. We are taking some damage here.
The pouch is sealed with differently colored strands of thread.
Alright, purple thread, counterclockwise.
As the purple thread becomes undone, the pouch opens to reveal a letter and flute inside.
Okay. So in the bottom right is D, and then we gotta go clockwise here. So then we go bottom left is E, and then A, and then D. Dead. Okay.
This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface.
Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to play.
The flute awaits with bated breath.
Alright, so D. E. A. And D. It's pretty cute. He spelled out dead. Alright, there's the magma method. Oh man, I'm gonna have to remember this one again. Okay, this one. Okay, apparently that was the wrong one. Okay, let's go ahead and try to play it again.
The flute is ready to be played.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and summon the method. My bad, guys. Okay, this one. Alright, hand over. And after all that, we'd been taking so much damage nearby him that we all died. Wow. All right. Well, that's a fun way to end the episode here. We're going to go ahead and pick up. I may end up redoing that fight, but that's a fun little interaction, so we're going to go ahead and leave that in. Anyways, guys, I do want to thank you so much for watching this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.